Cheating men should die. When I first saw it, I just clicked on it because of the title. I wanted to see what they are going to do, but I never, ever, ever, ever thought that it would be so good. This is a great manga, and I won't tell you how great it is because I don't want to hype it. But this is something different, at least from the all other Chinese novels and manga I've seen. I don't, I haven't seen anything like this. So about, I won't go into the details of the story since they can be a bit confusing if I'm trying to explain them. But if you read them chapters, it would be very easy. You can easily understand. It's just that they have so many details. If I explain it, it would be messed up. But if you read it yourself, see for yourself, it would be much easier to understand. So, coming back to this, cheating men should die. Yes, like the title says, they should. But the thing is, not just cheating men, women who are actually making him cheat should die too. They just didn't add it in the title. So I first thought, okay, this is something that a woman should see. Like, don't get your, don't get used by jerks and all. Know what kind of man, how low a man can actually go. But then, as I read few chapters, I realized no, this is not just something that a woman should see. This is something a man should definitely see. I mean, we as males can get so manipulated by a girl who we actually like, and we can do so many stupid things over it. This portrays that very well. This is something you should see if you are in a poisonous relationship or you argue a lot and that love's not just there. If you are having problem in a relationship or if you are just getting ready for another relationship. Actually, if you haven't had your first relationship, your first love, then don't see it. I mean, first loves are awesome, okay? You don't have to be suspicious of them because you don't know what is being suspicious means. You don't have to worry they will cheat with you because it never actually comes to your mind that something like that can happen. At least it didn't for me. I'm not sure if it's the same for others. So if you have never had your first relationship before, don't read it. If you have had quite a few relationships, do read it. This would be awesome. Coming back to the story, so we have a main character who is actually dominant. Okay, unlike other stories where we have female leads, they are always submissive or they're just getting pushed around by the plot, and even as the main character, they are just plot points, which is quite stupid. I mean, let them take the center, be the spot, be under the spotlight, and she is not some kind of evil crazy woman. She just has such great personality. I'm seriously a fan. Other than that, we have this cute little guy you see, white mouse, hamster, whatever he is. Is the system. We have, yes, we have a system here, but it's not actually too helpful that it ruins the story. No, rather the balance they have achieved with the system and the main character is great, because although we have system, but you its presence is minimal. It is only used from going from world one world to another. And yes, it doesn't have big arcs like 70 pages, 70 chapters, and we have only one arc and one world is done. No, we have a world for around 20 to 30 chapters, and then next. It has right now 150 chapters, 145 chapters, and we are done with 5 to 6 worlds, and it gets really interesting. I mean, at first, like 70 chapters, okay, we are having all this, we are seeing her tackle all these problems, and it is great. It is seriously great. And then we have something that adds spice to that, and then we have another thing, something at 140 chapter. I do not want to say this. I'm not sure how to say this without actually adding spoilers, so I'm just naming the chapters where you have a change, and it adds more spice to that. We have something at 122. So it's like story is progressing in the background and gets interesting with every arc, and every arc itself is very interesting. If you read it, you would like it, and personally, I would say B1, you should read this because you will face that. Okay, you will face girls like those, or women like those, who know how to use their charms and who can be so manipulative. And and for girls, you will face men like these who are such a, I'm not sure if I can actually say all these words on YouTube. It has some kind of policy against it. Being new, I have no idea. But yes, you will face men like those who are just the worst. That's the simplest word I can use right now. For both genders, this is something that will teach you how low a person can go. So be careful and have a happy love life. Don't be in an abusive relationship. It is not good. Enjoy yourself, especially with all this pandemic going around. And I know this was not much of a review because, well, I can't say much about it. You just have to watch it. This is one of those type of manga that you just have to watch to understand how good it is. Just take my guarantee on this. Thank you. And please like and subscribe. It would be really helpful for me, especially since I'm just starting this channel. Thank you very much.